Hello everyone, and welcome to the stream. Today we're doing something a little bit different. We're not gonna make this one, but we are going to create something new, something pretty great. This is just me showing what I created when I first started playing this. I did a tutorial and this is what came up, basically. So yeah. Yeah, so the tutorial does not force you to create anything specific, except that it wants you to create basic rooms, it wants you to create and interact with some objects, and most of this I just made along the way because I thought it was just fun. Hey Jar Jam, welcome to the stream. Yeah. So this is sort of like introduction to what you can actually do with this game, or this tool really. I absolutely love the details. I think we should change the lighting to something a little more visible. There are so many things that you can change around here. I'm accidentally interacting with this sunflower. So yeah, this is mostly designed for D&D purposes, which is why I've also placed these NPCs over here, like a troll and a bard over here that is very protective of whatever chest over here behind. And then we also have very intricate objects, very small and tiny ones like this, treasures, pile of gold, little candles. We can also dim them, we can light them back up. Well, whatever the case is, I'm thrilled to say that this game looks really good. I'm gonna hide. I'm just gonna hide my sub point call just so we can get as much detailing as possible. And we have Wormhole. This time we also have working, functioning Pokemon sprites. I just need to once write it down so I can play Poke Catch with everyone. Yeah. Sure, if I heard that in game. Oh yeah. We're gonna start a new one. I'm not sure how big we're gonna need. Dark parchment. I have not paid enough attention. Rumble escaped and no one caught it. Sorry everyone. It says it expandable crap. Let's try the apartment, see what we can. Okay, never mind. It's not what we wanted. Let's see, desert. Let's keep vegetation, room placement, water level. Take no water. If I recall the more pork. First we should actually just clarify which part of Discworld works. By the way, did you know that Tallinn was one of the real life inspirations for Ankh-Morpork? Because I did not know that. And I just read it. So yeah, if I recall, Morpork was somewhere situated originally. That was actually a desert. I could be wrong though. So yeah, you first start creating the terrain, whichever terrain you like, and from there you as much as we can already place stuff over here, but lighting, terrain effects, and objects. So let's start with something. So how this game works is with an AI of its own. So when you just draw this, And when you're happy with it, you press this button. It does a little bit of thinking, and then it creates this part. This one apparently is a lavatory, because that looks very, very Roman. Have you ever thought about how the Romans pooped? It was a very social experience, by the looks of it. Okay. How does the brewery look like? So this one is brewery. Let's look at the Great Hall. Okay, so what we want is the Great Hall, really. Is latrine thing I'm thinking of? Yes, a small foreign toilet. Okay, undo, undo, undo. Okay. Let's build the drum, the tavern. Let's see what we can come up with the tavern. So what we'll end up starting with will be the Great Hall. Okay. So this is where the entrance is gonna be. And now that we have this, I think we can sort of go over here. We can redo it. With this button, it will give us different choices depending what kind we want. And it happily provides us with multiple different options. This one is more of a restaurant. This one looks like a very private and more like someone else's kitchen. Okay, I feel like we just need a bigger Great Hall, really. Okay, but you made it so huge that it doesn't know what to do with it. With all this space, we have a huge hog over there. But this looks very promising, so I think we'll just keep this. Yeah, over here is our door. And lots of tables. We're still gonna need a loo at some point. Should we make like a mystery room over here? Like a small meeting room. I might need to do something else than this because I just Let's make a pantry here. Actually, no, pantries should be over here. Okay, now undo. I think we just need to make our pantry somewhere here. Yep, that'll do it. Now let's have the tiniest of breweries as well. To use this the door over here. Oh no, okay. That is a couple seat over here. It is so sweet. I've been talking about us having 2 toilets in our bathroom so that we can hold hands, and this is like the perfect solution for it. The Roman way. There is a single thing that I wanna see. They had those trolls at they had a troll in the broken drum or mended drum or just drum, depending which owner was in charge of the whole thing at the time. But yeah, let's see. This is not a very mended room. Let's make another lavatory, because obviously you need to have men's and women's, and it just cannot be first. Oh well, look at this one. Over here you have 3 people, and one can even wash their hands. You can actually shuffle this. I should have just shuffled. Let's reshuffle these. I think I might have. No, it's fine. So you see, now it's very similar, and this particular toilet also gets cleaned occasionally. Or you can just have a singular seat with a belt pocket to wash your hands in. Okay, well now we got almost identical rooms, and they've managed to also reuse the pantry floor in here. Which sounds very Ankh-Morpork. Let's see what else they have to offer now. Let's leave it at that, and we will actually just put the sink in later. The thing that I sometimes wonder is, can I make... Yes, I can make a room on top of this. I think. How does this work? No, I cannot. It created right behind it. There's some drilling upstairs, which will get in the way of creating, but we'll try our best to just ignore it and hope it goes away as soon as possible. But yeah, there's some tricks on how to start using this, but I think that at the end of it, you get to enjoy a very, very lovely adventure with friends once everyone gets the hand on how to use this. And the best part is that you can also print this, so you can make printable versions, or you can use digital versions, which would then also include that the game master DM can just show off certain angles that you need and adjust as needed. Yes, there are some. Some funny parts, like this toilet over here, which apparently is gonna get locked from the other side, but we can easily change these doors. Just apparently between two different ones. Okay. Can we change? Okay, so it's different one from the other side. Okay, then we just flip it. Can we change the door completely? Door with peephole. So this one right now I think is a heavy door. What do we use? more likely gonna be an old door, I would guess. Although this one is only usable on one side, which makes it a little bit complicated. This one just looks way too fancy to be here. There is a door called the secret door, which, yes, as I expected. It's gonna be useful later on. Right now, let's look at the simple one. I'm not sure if I like the design, but that one is fine. Someone has conveniently just broken the middle part, because the middle part is always everyone's favorite when you go to those men's loos where you have actual what was it called? What is the word for it? Urinals? Yeah, urinals. If there's 3 urinals, then everyone goes and sit right next to each other, right? That's obviously not true. There is some strange things about it, right? But okay, I think this door over here is quite alright. I think we should change this cabin door. I think the cabin door is fine. I think that's slightly different. I don't know if anyone else is looking at these torches, like, how are these torches working here? They're just literally torching the whole roof. I guess it's about... You can also change the color of the flame. But can we actually move them lower? Cannot. So some objects in this place stick to very specific spots, and you cannot move them because those spots are exactly just where they stick to. Torch goes brrr, indeed. Wasn't purple the color of magic? Can't say if I recall. I think it was purple. I need to do a quick BRB, but yeah, I absolutely love this. I really fell in love with this this tool, which is a little bit bizarre, but at the same time really, really cool. Just all the things you can do here and everything. And it's a pretty decent price in Steam as well, 30 something euros, which for a game that's still progressing, it's like still being made bigger. And I just saw patch notes that this is early access only right now. I think like beta or something that I'm doing. But yeah, it has a lot of promise. There's customizable cubes. Let's see what let's say what we can actually do. We do a cube over here. What does it actually? Okay, so we can put a texture template to it. Yeah, so all the decorations are inside the game, but you can also just pull stuff for yourself. Okay, hangings, banners. I wonder if banners also would have a texture back to them. So no, there's no texture. Like you cannot put your own. There's cursed painting. And it's only painting. A different painting. Okay, so paintings of nice women. That one is a very tall one. And apparently it's some kind of skeleton king. Yay, poke catch. There is the wild simisage. Yes. Go and catch it. And yes, I talk about some things that just snap into specific spots. And you can turn collisions off as well, in which case they will just go anywhere. This one's right here now. Or you can just put it nicely against the wall instead. Just where it belongs. You can put a nice little devil. That little devil over there is, I think, some kind of mascot for this game, because you can see it in all kinds of places. But yeah, despite how many of these paintings we're looking at, if we're really considering it, then this triptych, yeah, we're not gonna place it anywhere. Painting the drum. So I don't think that the drum has anything like this. Also, nice little rugs. This one is a customizable carpet. Okay, so with this one as well, you can put up your own picture to it. Other ones that just say round carpet. And you can change the colors to be trippier. This one is more like it, it's got dust on it, it's just all over the place. And it looks very trippy when you look at the colors. Or you can put it gray. And then there's shields to place on the floor against the wall, really. Apparently you can also just place it anywhere. Physics don't matter. I like how the objects jump though. This one you have to place on a wall. It gets high up. This one you didn't have to. Yeah. I like how they jump, or this one just collapses on itself. House of Ashton Shield. So statues. Like this broken one. Ice sculpture. So yeah, as I said, this guy, whatever it is, this little demon or goblin like thing is sort of all over the place a little bit. Are these kind of things. The developers really like it. We have any kind of drums. We have drum. And with these objects, you don't actually have to rely on the size that the drum comes, because you can just make it bigger as well. You can also make it smaller. What was? Why did before it just came with 2 and now it bring 1? So yes, because we are the drum, we have anything we can sign outside. Yes. Blacksmith, signpost, butcher sign, signpost, tavern sign. Actually, signpole. Now the question is, Can we place this if take collisions off? Cannot lift it up. I don't think there's... Well, if we take collisions off, we can even make it bigger. We can make it smaller, but it will always be just a floor drum. Because yes, I would have wanted to have it. I would have liked to have had it just hanging from there, because that's what drum had before. But if it is not okay, then we'll scratch this. We'll just put a tavern sign here. Let's put the collisions back on. And we'll make do. We should actually get rid of one of these. I think we can be pretty certain that there's no way there's 2 bathrooms in drum. We get any what if there's bedrooms though? Like a full-fledged... Nah, I don't see it happening. Undo. We make a 2nd grade hall. No. To be fair though, I'm not sure if drum has even a singular bathroom. A hanging drum would be perfect. Exactly. Not sure what you can actually hang from the other signpost then. We can always test it out. He's over here. Oh. There's nothing to hang things from yet. I wonder if it's gonna be something they're gonna add later on. So looking at other things that we can add here that will bring this the kind of flair that is sort of murky kind of. Will we just go with ruined hardwood instead? Maybe. There's another one as well. There's also the ancient floor, which also kind of looks good. There's also ancient floor, which is really bad shape, which I would guess is more of an abandoned temple kind of way. Well, we regress. We will think on this. Sorry about the noise. It's still ongoing. There's also such thing as gingerbread tiles. Festive. And also I realized that I can also just press Ctrl and Z. This tool just became so much easier when I do not have to manually press things. By the way, oh, it's over there. It's already over there. So yeah, they're having some stuff is already in there, Steam workshops. So it's an instant win if the game allows you to make gingerbread houses. It has a lot of festive options. I'm guessing there's gonna be more added later on. This tool is not old enough to have all the seasonal things going to it. And yes, you can also import Hero Forge characters or digital miniatures over here, which by itself is also super cool. You can check exactly how your tavern is too dark when you go into the sunset, not to mention the night. And look, a whole day just passed and we barely even noticed. Yes, these characters are just too cute. So yeah, one thing we have to do next is just do some characters that we can just place here as well. Let's see, what else can we do? I mean, we have to get through the details as well. Like, I think it's well asked to just have more drink options. Where is... There's a wine rack? There's a smaller wine rack? A tall one? I think out of all these options, it would go with something like this. But then again, this one might fit better somewhere here. How about some very big troll-sized bottles? There is a wild basilisk in there. Cool, get it. Okay. What if instead we just have this one? We have this barrel of furniture then. There's accessibility options. Rotating bookcase. Oh, look at this. Oh my god. I love this bookshelf. I don't know how these relate to accessibility so much, as I just love them. Magic carpet? Yeah, glass spheres. Stupid magic table with stuff. I'm guessing the thing changes? No. Okay, okay. So this one should have the reroll option as well. Magic orb. Okay. We're gonna hide that one. So yeah, we have jack-o'-lanterns. We have an Easter egg. Oh, an evergreen. We have mistletoes. Presents. Breath. I don't know how it's... I guess it's like a table one. Potentially a table one. Let's not let the wind in. There's breath with candles, multiple candles. This looks more mended than anything. I think it looks better over here. It fits this better than this one, for sure. Yeah, the orb. Oh, that is a big one. I take back everything that's just said. Have you ever just had a dragon skull in your backyard? Have you ever just put a dragon skull at your backyard because it did not just fit your interior? Yeah, it just gets bigger and bigger. Okay, fine, we can make it smaller. But it's still gonna be on the floor. Nobody dares to steal our food or our wine when we just have this over here, just intimidating them. Just compare the size of this moose to the size of that. It is big. Oh, this is a small dragon skull. I repeat, this is a small dragon skull. And this dragon is a little tilted. You looked at it the wrong way and now it's angry. So how's everyone liking this so far? Does this look something that you would enjoy playing? Do we have candles? Yes, we have candles. Oh, look over here. We have some gamers. It has a meditative quality to it, this game. Feels like drawing a world with big paint strokes, exactly. It's one of the reasons why I put music on in the background, because this feels something that you can just sort of relax into the bedroom. We have beans. We have more beans. Oh yeah, there's also big fungus. Let's see. There's storage. Over here we find the barrels. I feel we need a second barrel. At least a second barrel. It does help with the little teeny tiny details. We have a pot over here. Let's take that away, and instead we're gonna put on a candle. The mugs are quite huge. But let's leave them alone, otherwise we're gonna have to change all of them. Let's move this somewhere in the middle. And yeah, I appreciate like how much fine detail you can do in this game as well. It's not all just AI created and then nothing can be changed. Like you can basically do as little effort as possible and then just put AI to do your decisions for you, or you can go into the tiniest details and then change the whole lot. Like over here, I'm considering whether we're actually gonna need this pork over here. And I think this is more useful here. Which lighting do we have right now? I feel like just adding more of these. Because you can have like ceiling lights. Will be a particularly good one. There's an oil lamp. Would this feel particularly good? It doesn't actually add the light. There's a wild purple pass that appeared. Quickly go and catch it. But yeah, based on this, it's hard to say how much light it's actually creating. It would be nice to see how much light there is. And also have to go into this really uppity up. Right down so I can see that it lands somewhere that is sort of logical. In the middle of the room. Is it the same with everything? Like, it gives a little bit of light over here, but it doesn't put the light all the way to the ground, right? These ones it lit up, but not anything else. Oh, okay, so these ones, they give out lights all the way to the floor. The lamps. Not this one. Okay. I like these different lighting options. Pro Bass has been called by me, H.E.P. Mini, and Jaro Jam. Thank you very much. This one's also curious. It has... That's a hexagon. Can we just have a burning beacon? Nothing. Okay. I kind of like the cartwheel aesthetics in here. I'm still contemplating if I should just get rid of the park. We have gingerbread lantern. There's no need for light throwing right next to the doorway. We're actually gonna do it. Well. Oh, what? Look at that! That latched onto our little pole here. Perfect. Haha! Mysterious are the ways this game sometimes works. Okay. Maybe let's change this up a little bit. Candle. There's a lot of candy. But this time, just a candelabra, please. Just a candle. Oh yeah, I forgot. I can just replace it by just placing a new object there. But looking at it, it doesn't necessarily make this the brightest room to be in. It has one tiny window to it. Where's our barrels? Storage. We have the barrels. We need some barrels over here. brewery rats. Okay, well this is a little huge. Okay, so this is a buttload, and it is a buttload. So yes, a buttload. This is how much a buttload is. We can measure the buttload in D&D markers. Just it's a buttload or a bouteille load. No, this is a buttload. I mean, this does remind me that yes, this is how the buttload of things come. Like, it's literally its name. So yeah, granted, this room isn't perfect because technically it's not big enough. I guess we could have made it a tad bigger. Or we can just make everything a tad smaller. Can we actually do this? Just a very, very tiny brewery. And if you wonder why I have no camera on, it's because for the most part of the day I have a lot of sunlight on me. It's sort of going away right now, which is good. But it will also give you a lot more to look at. I think for the most part, looking at this, how it is right now, my face would mostly be in the way. We can make it a tad smaller. We have managed to make a tiny brewery. But the buttload is always a buttload. We're not going to do anything about the buttload, which would only ruin its reputation. Okay. For a moment, my game just needed to think what I wanted out of it. Let's look at all things we could have here. Over here, We just want to have bags of things. Or pile of bags. These are quite huge. Furniture. I love the infinite possibilities of whatever you can do in here. Looking at all these broken things, I realized that this place is a little too clean for the drum. Maybe it's the mended drum when drum got broken and then someone else came in and took over and just pulled it all together. Looking at all the wall options, wallpapers. This one is way too cute. Plaster. Wait. This is exactly what we're currently having. Loki wants to say everyone hi that's watching. This one looks more like an outdoor. Potentially. Rough plaster. Gingerbread? It doesn't look much of a gingerbread. Okay, when you go very close, yeah, sort of. Let's see if I can catch it even though I was very late. Yes. I almost feel like we should just do a gingerbread house. There's ice tiles. Nice. Not sure which I would consider to be not sure which one of these I would consider to be mended drum kind of way. Ruined parquet. I don't think drum ever would have such a thing. Ancient floor. It is very ancient. Okay, I feel like stream element is just not working as intended. I haven't seen this ad that I spent a little bit of time on. Wait a second. So yeah, what I meant to say is Stream Elements should have posted about this game by now, but it hasn't, which is a little concerning. It did post at the very beginning that I am live, which would suggest that it's actually here, but let's see. I hear crying. Okay. So this is the message that was supposed to pop up a couple of times already. So yeah, feel free to use my link from locally, and yeah, this game code I got from Lurkit. It's one of these platforms where streamers and content creators can acquire themselves keys to games and tools and like monetize their content. Basically get paid opportunities while so just so yeah, basically get paid opportunities for the content. So Dungeon Alchemist doesn't pay me, but I got their code. I got their I got this content for myself for free. I didn't pay for this at all. So despite everything, I still think that this is worth buying. Definitely, I would say that this is something that's actually worth buying because it looks really cool. It has a lot of content to it that I think is gonna develop really well. I've seen some similar ones, like there is Roll20, which is completely free with like some premium stuff to it, which I think is also really great. It's a great place, and it has a lot of content creators doing that free content to it, that you can actually plan these things out by yourself. But I am excited to see what Dungeon Alchemist is gonna be like in the future as well. It's still in its early shoes and it looks already amazing. I love these AI created. Love the fact that I can just go get in like Alchemist Laboratory. And then it will just create me one out of thin air, basically. Any day now. So yeah, so it will just manufacture this thing for me, and if I'm not happy with it, I will just re-roll it and it will show me something else. Like, okay, would you like it this way instead? Again, say, okay, I'll just re-roll it again. Okay, I got you some more stuff over here. Yeah, this looks pretty cool, and then I'll just keep it. And yeah, these maps look extremely well done. Like, all the assets in here look absolutely gorgeous. Doing this is so chill and relaxing. Hey, Dungeon Alchemist! Thank you for the follow. I absolutely love this. I am very much in love with this. I was just giving praise on how well this game is done. Oh my god, like, look at this. Look at what your team has done. This is amazing. Like, I can take literally anything. Like, let's get rid of this. It's like a random room. And just look. This one's gonna add a door. No, never mind. But yeah, like a library out of thin air. Like, I am one of those people that can just imagine scenes in their head. Like, I can imagine so much that I have never really used these kind of tools. But at the same time, I've learned that so many people aren't. They actually want to have this visual concept of, for instance, like their character. I have never ever done my character in like what you have over here, the Hero Forge. I have never done any of my role-playing characters in Hero Forge or anywhere else for my role-playing games, because I've just imagined it in my head. Like, I've never had maps, and this thing is so heckin' cool. Bloody good reviews. Thank you for the follow as well. I'm getting all the amazing follows. Yeah. What am I building? Wait, I am building the drum right now, like sort of imaginary drum. So yeah, from Terry Pratchett novels, this is Discworld. I'm just sort of playing around with the idea, like, what can I use that's currently in here that would make out this idea. I'm still wondering if this is too fancy to have a pig over here, or if it's just like, if it's just weird enough to be in the drum. But yeah, if you're familiar with the Terry Pratchett novels, I'm sort of working on through that. So like one instance would be we've been sort of moving things about and just mostly just marveling at this. We have a little brewery over here, a little storage for food, bit of a bar, and yeah. Terry Pratchett, you just went up in my rankings even more. Yeah. Oh, I've been loving Terry Pratchett lately. I just innocently enough, I started with my partner Jar Jam over here, who really wanted to have physical copies of Terry Pratchett novels, and then I just picked something that I thought would be fun for me to read as well, and now I'm just absolutely in love with it. Just look at this. Like, honestly, I am so in awe of this. Looks a stack of books I still have to read. Almost stopped reading entirely when I got kids. It used to be poolside thing during the holidays. We are currently doing it mostly before we go to sleep. It is such a relaxing hobby. I used to do it all the time, and then I got boring and I just like couldn't do that in a while. Like, I just had so many other hobbies, I just didn't have time for it. And right now I'm just trying my best to get maybe 20 books read this year, and probably get Harry like 20 something, hopefully, because I'm at 6, or I'm at reading my 7th book right now, so it's getting there. Terry is life. Terry is love. Terry is life. So yeah, this place is about dark enough. I like the atmosphere already a little bit more. I think we're gonna need a candle somewhere above the barrels. Yeah, welcome over to my stream. I'm honestly really happy to have you all here. We get another candle. I really wish there was a way for me to just browse up. Okay, so it's in either of these. Let's see. Let's put it over here. Is this different candle or the same candle? Because it looks different. Yeah, it is different. I think maybe this candle instead. So yeah, bloody good reviews. Have you played this as well? And what else have you done? I'm gonna need to give you a follow afterwards and see what you've been cooking. Or do you stream yourself? Let's see. I'm gonna give a shout out quickly to the Dungeon Alchemist. There's a chance there's a clip up.
Why there are cannons inside the cabins, but you know what? I'm all for it.
Yes, I like that energy. Before we were looking at things like, okay, we were looking at all these objects like dragon heads. Whoever that person is, they are rightfully excited about playing Dungeon Alchemist. Exactly. So yeah, what we have over here is the troll, the bouncer. Let's see, can we find us a bard? I mean, not a bard. I mean, someone to actually. I don't think there is. NPCs? Alchemist, cultist, a tavern keeper, yeah. Yeah, sure. Tavern keeper, get off the table. Let's put the tavern keeper over here and let's put a dramatic lighting behind him. We need more of these because it's very darn dark in here. Yeah, now it looks good. I don't stream on Twitch, no, just have an account to watch others, and yeah, I've played around with Dungeon Alchemist quite a bit, even started playing D&D for the first time alive back in January. Ah, that's me. I'm the community manager. Hey, community manager, welcome over here. I have sort of been looking into getting into community management myself, but at the same time, it is such a wild position to play in that I'm not sure if I want to go and compete with all the rest of the internet that wants to be community managers. But it is a cool position to be in. I think this is mostly for artistic purposes, but maybe HC can specify more. Oh yeah. Sorry, I missed the question. Are you building this map for a campaign? I think this is more for artistic purposes. It would be fun to have a campaign out of this, but at the same time, I currently don't have a group for it. I currently don't have a group. I was mostly intrigued to do this because I recently played an old Discworld game live on stream, and so I wanted to see if I could recreate some of the places that were in that game in here. But yes, if I would get more in depth to this, then maybe I could actually consider doing like a full campaign and using these. If you're interested in me sharing, for instance, the files to you, then you're free to reach out to me on. You can see my email on my my Twitter. Then I can just easily send you files if you feel like you want to specifically show off my creations somewhere in your own socials. Yeah, what I love about streaming some niche games is how sometimes when I stream something that is very small, very indie, then I have the game developers coming over. I'm sorry you cut out. What was the last bit you said about socials? If you want to use, for instance, like if you want to sorry, I can give you the file after I'm done streaming and after I'm done with this, if you feel like you would want to share this somewhere on socials, like all the things that you managed to get people to create with your game. I really need to get my web captions right. I sometimes have web captions on, but sometimes I just forget to set them, so they are not there. My voice is kind of soft, so my mic tends to just cut off at some point. Yeah. by the way, this is probably the darkest place to have a pee in. Have you ever considered peeing in the dark? Like that horrible thing where you're out in the countryside and the only thing in there is that outdoor toilet that looks closely like this, and that's it. That's all you have to do. You have to walk in through the darkness and try to aim your butt to that hole, not to get into the hole, but just around it, and take a pee. I have to step away. Have a wonderful... Okay, feel free to post any pics from your map on your socials and tag us. We are on pretty much every platform and love to amplify our community's posts whenever we can. That is lovely. Thank you very much. Oh yes, that middle of the night pee where you don't want to turn on the light in fear of burning out your retinas. Thank you for stepping in, socials person. Community manager, yes. Thank you for stepping over. When you look at this, it feels a tad huge. Like, I'm not sure if we need to have the room this big. So what if we just made this room a bit smaller? Okay, undo. It still feels a little bit big. Let's see if we put this here. Now, if we remove this section. Yes. And now we get you to that, yeah. This seems a little bit more realistic now. Nobody wants to walk like 2 turns just to go to the toilet. I absolutely love this. I think the only thing we need is just a very shifty looking clientele at this point. Oh yes, the cultist. Right. Did the cultist just came from the bathroom, or was he just about to go? Nobody knows. cultist really needed to go. Can we leave it? Absolute honors. Let's see. Maybe it makes more sense over there. The room size is a little awkward. I found some notion over here. Honestly though, it might be really cool to just do a campaign. I feel like I need to change all of these to these, because why would the brewery side have fancier candles than the outside? Unless it was a very fancy, whatever it was, the gruesome alcohol they drink. Oi! Undo, undo. Oh, I realize I have mistakenly taken off a door somewhere. Please, Mr. Tavernkeeper. Come here. We need a door somewhere over here, maybe. Nice doors. Over here. We can copy this one. Yep, it's the right way around. And this person is maybe standing over there. Look how pretty it is. Horsey! We have a horsey to catch. Wait. I almost gave another shout out because Dungeon Alchemist. I didn't realize that Dungeon Alchemists stream themselves, but it makes sense. Now, how do we make this a bit more look like a drum? What else is there that we could do? Liquid disaster potion. Sounds like something that they would have. Where should I place this? Oi! Tavern is drunk. No kind of food that would be crude enough. I was actually looking at these like broken chairs. I think these are more of the broken drum ones. So maybe if something else that we could make is the back room. I mean, there has to be a back room. So let's do like a hallway out of the bedroom. Oi. Undo, please. Do we manage to get it to not destroy? Yes. No. So I think what we need to do is we need to maybe move this. Maybe if we already placed a door here. How does the hallway feel now? Okay. Now it's good. And it's just something that the drum would have. It would be just shifty room somewhere, going somewhere where we're not sure. Do we even band it? Maybe not. Okay, that door is a little too big. What if we just did the same door or something? So nothing suspicious happening here. Just a little bit of fixer-upper. It is over here. Yeah. And over here we can store the dark side of Broken Drum. What else do we have? Yes. It's a little tidy. A bit of a back room. Oh, those snush chairs are just on their way to the back room. Let's save this. This is sort of a much friendlier version of Drum. It's either the early stages of Drum when it was still new, or it's the mended Drum. I'm curious. Okay, so UI scale is a thing. Controls, QWERTY, rotate, sensitivity settings. I like this. This is a little hard to use over here. It's a little janky. On a completely different note, drops over and the Rocket League MENA channel. Thank you. Thank you. I need to figure out how to do that. There is a drop. Yay! It is a sad comparison seeing my stream numbers and then seeing than seeing RLCS numbers. But eventually I will get there, one stream at a time. Let's see. How do I get my UI scale back to just 100? Okay. Mouse sensitivity, we have a field of view. Okay. Does it actually change it? Okay. Never mind. I need to change that back because 60. Because I think I just don't have the thing for it. Creates on or off. Gets shape as well, square or hex, transparency. The super transparent. I think I like a bit of transparency. And I also like that you can change colors. Okay, so let's see. Alt and home is how. We're pressing escape. Oh yeah. We need where was it? Forgot where it is. Storage. Structural. I actually build up in this. This one's just okay. I would like to know if there's a possibility of building multiple layers. So let's test this out. I'm pretty sure it's not possible. Yeah, it's just going over it. Undo and undo. How is it possible to just do one? Can I do one and then do another one somewhere close? Can I create like a new terrain somewhere close by? Okay, edit room. I like these AI settings. You can set up so many So many attributes. Oh yeah, this has to be Hogwatch because we're gonna have to do a Hogwatch themed drum because we have the hog. So obviously we're gonna have to play as decorative stuff. Let's see. I was gonna make the hatch, but I forgot where the hatch was. Over here. So don't tell anyone that's there. He's standing on walls. Conversation pit. Not sure if I would have a conversation in a pit like this. That's a very big well. What is this called? Just the pit. And this is also a pit. Pit. I pity the fool. Ritualistic pit. Ruined floor. Oh my god. You know, this is for the times when your players are just being complete jerks on you. You just said, okay, you got yourself a Doomday device. Here you go. Play with it. I can especially appreciate the movement. It's like constantly rotating, just looking for its next target. Do you build like a room around this? I'm pretty sure the cultists made this one. I'm pretty sure the cultists made this one. This? There's something here? Oh, okay, so this one play. And this bell tower just happens to be so humongous that we can barely see it. Traps? How about some Halloween countlet? It's a pumpkin. Okay, now I get it. So you roll, and depending where it lands, it either gasses you or it doesn't. Talk about a prank to everyone involved. We have constructions, like we can have an igloo in the desert. Or the famous outhouse that we just talked about. Or a tree house. Swamp hut. So much potential here. Like what? Everything that you can build. I'm honestly eager to learn more. And to really make more. This is just the tip of an iceberg. Peek into here. We almost need a hook on the wall for this cultist scythe. The poor cultist just has to put it on the floor like the rest of us. We have tiny hooks. No, not hook. There's no hook. Okay, I have to try this. Yeah, so the search bar is global. It searches every single category and not just the one that you're currently looking at. Oh wait, this changes? Over here, it's different than over here? It's missing the walls around it. I swear there's ivy somewhere in this. Let's add some moss as well. Just to emphasize how less taken care of these places. Let's do some friendly cobwebs over this little hatch over here that you should just forget about because it doesn't matter, right? It's all hypothetical. Okay, never mind. Oh, lilies. I love lilies. I bet you can make really gorgeous gardens in this game. I'm really feeling this game. If only now I could just find a DM to DM a game in these places that I make. Any other small details that we could do? Oh yeah, true, we forgot entirely about the whole... Yeah, let's make this place to be a hog watch. So evergreen tree, thank you. So where was our seasonal items? The wrath? We need the wrath. Oh, we can get the wrath also here. Oh yes, this is perfect. Just look how beautiful this sign is now. It has a wreath, it has a lantern. Where else can we get a wreath? Can we get a wreath to stick here? No, we cannot. Let's put it here then. We cannot get it here. Oh no, Lydian escaped and no one caught it. Okay, time to throw in the perfectly positioned monks over here and just slap that wreath right in the middle. We can make it smaller. Let's copy this, move it here. this a little bit bigger. Okay, never mind. These gamers are huddled up together. Actually not. Let's leave it as it is. Let's look at where we can plant some mistletoes. There's some mistletoe. Whoever sits here will get their faces kissed. Let's pretend nobody told them that mistletoe doesn't belong in the bathroom, especially if you're sharing your fine quarters with anyone. Can we get it somewhere else? Yep. This looks like a beautiful Hogwatch. Beautiful Hogwatch celebration, and I just don't know what else to add here. It feels like we have basically everything here. No abstracts. Oh wait, we need the drum somewhere. The drum. These are really cool updates. Can't imagine how much time and money has gotten into this game already. All these assets that just look so amazing. Anyway, yeah, so this is where we're starting with. Just broken drum. And So many more things to come, hopefully. There are a couple of places, especially that I want to do, which is Death's House, and University. But I think that the University and the Death's House is gonna be several episodes worth of content. And I like the little seasonal things we added here because Hogswatch is sweet. And we're soon gonna watch the movie as well. I have never seen the movie. I just got jammed to watch the two Colors of Magic and Light Fantastic with me. And next we're gonna do is watch. Hey, Lunchbox! Nice to see you here. And yeah, thanks. I think you would like this tool. It has a whole lot of merit to it, and you can add your own characters, like over here to Hero Forge. You can add your own little miniatures. So yeah, I'm still gonna be honing on this, and maybe if I get really inspired, I will actually use this in some lovely Terry Pratchett Discworld D&D kind of campaign. Let's see. I have it, but I haven't messed with it in a few months that I've had a lot of updates. Wolverine, nice. I've seen your Twitter updates, but hope you're feeling better, man. I mean, I know that you're feeling better. You've had some really great news. I hope that I'll get to see you do more art as well as more streams. Yeah. This is like a soft start for me in terms of game development as well, because there's one thing that I want to do is start getting into it as well. You're welcome. Yeah, I haven't messed with this much either. This is my second creation since I did the tutorial. I mean, this is my first creation since I did the tutorial. And it looks great. I still have ways to learn this. Like, I wish I could add another thing over here, like around this. I wish I could make second story over here, like sort of. Okay, nice. Cinematic. Okay, yeah. Yep, have one more task to do, then I'm good for the next day. That is amazing. I'm so happy for you. But yeah, I'm gonna need to find someone to raid because I am getting a bit tired. There is a lot here and I want to a bit something over here that I need to do, and I need to also keep a break before my partner goes into play D&D. And yeah, let's see. What do we have that would be fun to raid into? I never really know which of the channels that I follow are actually since we're here, we should share a love to whoever is also doing this, right? Is there anyone else? There's nobody else but me. So whatever I'm following is gonna be it. Or can we find something in Dungeons and Dragons? We can find things in Dungeons and Dragons. Okay. But a lot of it is just okay, I feel like I would need to know this in order to actually read into them. So we might have to just skip past this. Yeah, I think we're just gonna raid into someone who is playing something else, but I would still be up. Yeah, I'm just gonna put us into ending screen so that anyone looking at this channel will know that we're gonna be ending. And let's see. There is not a whole lot of streamers that I know that have started. That would be there's one streamer that's playing sort of similar kind of notion chill game, and I know them to be chill as well, and so we'll just end up going there. Hopefully they will appreciate our tiny raid. Yeah, feel free to copy that and paste it over to Joy Ellie. Joy Ellie is a wonderful, cozy creator that's currently playing Dwarf Romantic. And considering it's also a very chill, creative building kind of game, I thought that it would be perfect for us. Thank you all for staying, thank you all for coming over. Everything is so much appreciated. And love to all of our new followers, and I'll see you next time tomorrow.